So for those of you that know me, I live in Perth, Western Australia, and we don't have the Model Y there. So I've flown all the way to England to go and have a look at one. At the moment I'm down on the southeast coast of Kent. You've got Europe just out there somewhere. Behind me that way is Dover and Folkestone, and down that way is Dungeness, where they've got Dungeness A, Dungeness B, which are nuclear power stations, but they're decommissioning them. So driving around England has been quite an eye-opener. In Australia we've only got a handful of different EVs. We've got very few. In the UK they've got about 6 times as many different EVs that they can buy. And just driving around in one day I saw a massive number of EVs. Tesla Model 3, obviously there were a hell of a lot. I end up not counting them because there were just so many. Model S's, there was a handful. I saw some Ioniq 5s, quite a few. ID3s. And I've just got a little dog going for a walk coming up beside me. Yeah, so after that interruption of a dog running around between my legs, I was saying, ID3s, huge numbers. ID4s, I saw a handful. The Ioniq 5s, Hyundai Kona EV, Leafs, there was just a huge number of EVs on the road, and it's quite an eye-opener. Why is that? Well, England have had incentives, haven't they? Australia, you're just about to get there, I'm sure. And I've just heard today that the luxury car tax for EVs is going to be about $1,700, give or take, because it's going from 79,000 and something to 84,000 and something. So it's going up just over $5,000, the threshold. So hopefully when we ever get the Model Y, it will be under that threshold. But if it's not, you pay 33% on anything over that figure. So let's say it was going to be 90,000. So it's 84,000. You're going to pay an extra $2,000 on the 6,000 above that. But if it was back at 79, you're going to be paying 1/3 of 11,000. So that's almost 4. So you're going to be saving a reasonable amount of money. And then there are the incentives that are going around. Unfortunately, in Western Australia, those incentives will probably not kick in for the Model Y. Well, that's just one of those things, isn't it? So a quick change of scenery into the garden. It's the Model Y. I think I'm in love with the new car. It is gorgeous. Nice big boot, easy to get in and out of, as you'll see in a minute. The other car I did like the look of while I'm here was the ID4. Now we don't get any IDs from VW in Australia. More's the pity. But I saw quite a few, and one was right beside me at the traffic lights, and I had a quick squiz at it. Very nice. It's a good sized SUV. When we'll get it in Australia, I've got no idea. But anyway, let's have a quick look, it's only a couple of minutes worth, at the Model Y in England. So here we have the back end of the Model Y. The boot opens automatically, the press of the button, just like on the new Model 3s. The back boot is absolutely spacious as, and with the hatchback type of design, you can fit an awful lot in there. So from size wise, it's actually about 8 inches taller than a Model 3, and the ride height is slightly higher as well. So the side, once you've opened the door, you can see that it's basically just a Model 3 on steroids, and it's really very, very nice. The ride height is much higher, but otherwise inside it's just a Model 3 slightly bigger, so it's not all that bad. Now getting in and out is actually very easy, certainly compared to a Model 3. With the arthritis I've got in my spine, I do struggle, but with this there's absolutely no problems whatsoever. In and out and in and out without any worries. So if we get around to look at the front view, it actually looks just like a Model 3, but slightly bigger. And then somebody very nicely went and parked a Model 3 right alongside, and I stood between them, and you can see the difference between the two.